Bonsai Bash event. It's an annual event here. It's coming up on the 13th and 14th of May, so in about a week's time. And I've spent the last few days preparing for it, trimming back this selection of Chinese junipers at the moment, just taking back the new growth or the old growth from last year, just tidying up all the trees on the benches. For those of you that haven't been to our Bonsai Bash before, it's an open weekend, Saturday and Sunday from 10 o'clock till 4, and I do 3 demonstrations both days. We have a refreshment marquee here, and we also have an exhibition of a lot of trees from my private collection. So it's one of the only times in the year you can come up and see about 20 to 25 trees from my own collection on special display for you in our teaching studio. It's just coming into spring here, or a lot of the maples are in leaf, some are just coming into leaf, so some are a little bit slow. We've had a few cool nights which are holding some trees back. So you can see here at the moment, silver birch have just come into leaf here. English oak isn't quite out, just coming into leaf now. The St. Lucie cherry, Mellowbow and plum has just finished flowering. Over here we've got a field maple, and this is just coming into leaf, so still a little bit early for these. Next to it, trident maple, that's already in leaf, that's been in leaf for a few weeks. I wanted to show you a couple of the demonstration trees that I'm going to be working on. Some of you might be wondering whether you want to come up and visit us on the Saturday or the Sunday, and I'll show you the trees so that you can perhaps make a decision of which day to pop along and see us. So just round on this next bench, if you follow me round. So this is one of our demonstration trees. So this is a Japanese white pine, not grafted onto black pine, it's a white pine seedling stock in a sort of semi-cascade style. We'll tilt it up so you can have a look. So this is quite an impressive tree, really wide base and roots to it. But this right hand section here is a bit awkward with this lifting up so much, and some of these branches in here are a little bit strange. The top of it needs wiring and shaping, it needs pruning and making into a better shaped tree. So this is one that we bought this year, and that's going to be my demonstration tree for the Saturday at the Bonsai Bash. For the Sunday, if you follow me round to the other side, I will go this way because there's some colourful stuff this way. I'll point a few trees out as we're going. Big Japanese maple just coming into leaf here. Trident maple, that's been out for a few weeks. This is one of the dwarf Kotahimi maples. You probably saw a video we did on this last year where we took air layers off it. So this was about an 8 foot tall tree, and now it's about 2.5 foot tall, and that's budding out really quite well. We've got more trees here we've got to tidy up and get ready for you. Got a really nice specimen Japanese white pine, and this is a white pine that is an ungrafted pine on its own rootstock. Specimen tree, just looking to be added to somebody's collection. Japanese white beech wants a little bit of work doing to it, but it's getting there. Here's my triple trunk, the Yamadori hawthorn. Last year it grew really well, it just had a few flowers on it. This year, look, absolutely covered in flowers, so I'm hoping these will just open in time for us to put this on exhibition. At the moment everything is also covered in birch catkins. We're just sort of dusting them off and sweeping them off stuff on a daily basis. Another couple of Japanese white pines here, and one of these will probably feature as a demonstration tree on a YouTube video, because these are dug out of the ground in Japan and they need additional shaping. There's a couple of them there. This one needs quite a bit of carving and some gin work, so that's something we can do. And behind Josh, the cameraman over here, some of you will recognise this. This is the big hawthorn Yamadori that we did on a YouTube video maybe a couple of years ago now. I trimmed it at the end of last year, really coming into nice shape, got a lot of flowers on it, so it'll be exciting to see that in flower in a week or two. And then round here This was a demonstration tree for Sunday, this pine. If I turn it around a little bit, look. So I bought this tree off another collector. It was on eBay about 2 years ago, and if I remember rightly, the owner had had it about 4 years, didn't know what to do with it. He had bought it off his mate, he had it for 2 years, didn't know what to do with it. And when I picked it up, he said, "I'm glad you're buying it, because you're going to do something with it, aren't you, Corin?" And I said, "Yes, I am." There's a couple of options with this. The easy option would be probably to tilt it over. I won't tell you what the second option is, it's the more difficult option, but I will let you into a secret. That is the option I'm going to be doing on Sunday. So this is going to be my demonstration tree on Sunday. Josh is going to try and catch some of the filming during the event, so that if you can't make it, we can show you some of these trees being worked on, and we can probably do a follow-up video once they're done. Benishidori maple just coming into leaf there. Further down here, beautiful field maple, big heavy trunk, about 80 years old, and it's got flowers on it, so it's nice to see those in flower, a sign of maturity on a big old Yamadori maple. All the Shojo's coming into leaf. Nice heavy trunk trident maple over here. Let's go round the other side. This is one more tree I'd like to show you. Just follow me. Okay. So those two pines I'm going to work on a Saturday on the Japanese white pine seedling, semi-cascade. On the Sunday, the Scots pine Yamadori. If I finish that or get a bit of time towards the end of either days, then I've got this big juniper that I want to work on, and I'm going to work on this over a number of years, but this just wants to be trimmed back with a dead cut out of it for a future demonstration. Got a bit of deadwood once fiddling about with here, but it's got a particularly good base. It's about 50-year-old Chinese juniper, so this is always just hanging about. I might get to do a little bit of work on that. Got a larch here just come into leaf, so bright and vibrant at this time of year. There's so many trees here if you're visiting that are really beautiful, looking great at this time of year, very, very eye-catching. Before I let you go, let me just show you one other tree over here. I'm going to show them this cedar. Those of you that follow us on YouTube will know that I've got quite a collection of cedar trees, and this blue cedar is one I've been working on for a number of years, and it's just coming into its spring growth, very bright, vibrant in a few weeks time. And this has just come out of a training pot, and I potted it into this beautiful pot by John Pitt. I've had this pot for about 5 years, and I've had it waiting to find a nice blue cedar to put it into. The colour, the tone of this, how wonderful it is with the tone of the needles on this cedar. And I potted this tree about 3 weeks ago. They're notoriously difficult to repot, blue cedars. When you repot them, they can often shed the needles, get really grumpy about it. So I always wait till the new buds are just opening up, and this was done, and then we've not had any needle drop on this. It's really nice. We'll probably come back and show you this in a few weeks when it's just a little bit fuller. So I'm really pleased. Probably one of the nicest tree and pot pairings that we've done in a few weeks to get it into this pot. This is just on display as part of my collection. We might lift it in the studio and display it with the other specimen trees. So if you're not doing anything on the 13th and 14th of May, by all means come up, enjoy the day, having a look around the nursery, having a watch of the demonstrations, meeting other enthusiasts from all around the UK, and hopefully I get to meet a lot of you during the event. And thank you very much.